What's up, everyone? Axel Toss here, back at the RLCS Winter Major in Los Angeles. I'm here with Jake, aka Jake Sucky, aka Jake Lucky. Why don't we get into that real quick? Why don't you intro yourself to the audience here, kind of explain your background a little bit?
Yeah, so I first started a long time ago doing CSGO news. It was several years back, and then eventually once I graduated college, luckily a job popped up over at Esports Talk. Was there for about 4 years. Can't speak too much towards what happened towards the end of that. But then luckily out here in LA now with Full Squad Gaming, and great to be here at Rocket League event too.
And you've got, your social channels are popping off from what I've seen. How has that been? Kind of the content creation, engaging your fans, or kind of deciding what silos you want to hit?
Yeah, I mean it's been super fun so far, getting to meet all the people out in LA, and it's definitely an experience to try and build it back up, especially on YouTube and other social platforms too. It's definitely an interesting space to be in when it comes to news. Obviously content creation and streaming is all the jazz right now, so talking about the people doing that is definitely a new field. So that's why I'm a fan of you guys over at Juked, but it's been fun, and I think there's a lot of avenues to go down, so LA is certainly the place to be.
Yeah, and esports, I've been doing esports for a very long time, so it's cool to hear you talking about what you're talking about. Like what I have my own interests, and you probably have your interests with esports. Do you have favorites, right? I mean, like, over time, I was in StarCraft first, OG StarCraft. I was watching it, I was creating content, I worked for MLG way back in the day, and then Rocket League came out, and I'm like, okay, that's a badass game, and I was lucky enough to get into Rocket League super early, and then I was able to host the desk and stuff. So can you, what draws you to esports and what titles and all that?
I will stay away from favorite teams. I feel like I want to try my best to stay neutral. I definitely am in touch with a lot of people. There's a lot of great people and a lot of organizations out there. I think I attach myself to people individually or players individually. So I don't know about anyone who's watching this or you yourself, but Hiko was one of the first people, or Tim the Tatman. So I kind of attach to streamers or pros, and then wherever they go, I find myself being a fan of them.
Hiko from Michigan, very involved in the Michigan scene.
Yeah, he's a Midwest fella.
Yeah, Counter-Strike guy, Gamers for Giving. Shout out to Gamers Outreach. He's very involved with that, and now he's doing a lot of Valorant stuff, right?
Yeah, he's with 100 Thieves, and he's definitely the man. Got a bright future no matter what he's doing. And also shout to Hiko's mom.
There you go. I like it. So RLCS, this is your first RLCS LAN event.
Yes.
What do you think, man? I know you've been following Rocket League for a pretty long time.
Yeah, quite some time. It's definitely tough to cover the specifics of every single esport out there. Yeah. Knowing all the individual names and the nuances of every single game. But Rocket League's always been a favorite of mine to watch. Been watching it ever since Bluey got me back in.
Yeah.
Back with Barca is when he first got me into it. So been watching it for a long time. I cannot shout the Rocket League crowd enough. They are nuts. It's been so freaking fun. It's all about the vibes in there, and just the whole community is so welcoming and so engaging. So it's been a great experience so far.
So we've had Copperbox announced in London as the next major. We've had Dallas as the World Championships. What do we think? Are we going to see you at either one?
I am.
And I will say, London is so sick. I was there at the Copperbox, and it produced one of the best esports moments in history.
That's
the Justin goal, Game 7 to send it to overtime. That was in the Copperbox.
And it's across many esports too. You hear about London for Call of Duty. That's a crowd I really want to see. I can't guarantee it, but after this event, I'll definitely be pushing to come to more Rocket League events. And obviously, Texas is a place to be, so would love to go if possible.
And where are you based again? Sorry.
I'm here in LA.
Oh, okay.
But I just moved out here from Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot going on here. Well, I wanted to say one thing. You sent me a DM a while ago, if I may mention this up, because we just like reunited or whatever, meeting here, and I'm like following on Twitter. It's like, wait a second, I have a DM from 2018, and you said something like, why aren't you playing? And it honestly was like a really nice thing to say, because I'm the guy on camera, right? So I don't necessarily play, but I just want to say thanks, man. I didn't respond at the time, but I think what you said was a very positive thing. When we run into a lot of like not positive things, so just want to say thanks for that.
No worries at all.
Any comments on that? Wait, what?
I mean,
that was a long time
again,
ago,
it was like 4 or 5. Again,
that's also a small world thing.
That was around the time I was just getting into Rocket League. So I was DMing everybody any which thing to try and figure out the space and figure out what was going on. So I was probably DMing a lot of people, and obviously you're a wide talent in the space too. So that's probably why I shot you that DM.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then 4.5 years later, here we are. So
that's what happens, man. I mean, it emphasizes, go to LAN, get yourself to an esports event.
Like, get connected, meet people. It's been so fun to meet everyone too.
It's such a special thing, and everyone we've talked to here on these interviews has pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah.
Get to LAN, it's amazing. Support your local esports scene.
Yes.
And the thing is, there's so many grassroots communities out there that can really make something happen. There's a lot of stories out there like that. I mean, you yourself, you've grown from being wherever you were to now. You're very popular, having a lot of good things going for you. So I feel like that can be inspiring to a lot of people. So any advice to anyone out there who's kind of trying to do what you're doing?
I think I've heard even some pros here at the event say it best, is be consistent, don't give up, keep pursuing what you guys want to be doing, and trust me, you'll make a thing for yourself and build something for yourself to show to others in the space. I know a lot of people out there want to get into esports and gaming. Be consistent, don't give up. You never know what's right around the corner for yourself.
And I gotta ask, I think you're one of the best dressed here, of course, if we can get a full shot of the drip over here. So what's going on with that?
Yeah, me and my boy Hunter just thought we wanted to stand out a little bit. I'm not good with names and faces, so I kind of just put out on Twitter, I'll be wearing denim just in case you guys don't know me, I don't know you. You can walk up, and I think it gives myself some much needed confidence. It's hard meeting people, it's very nerve-wracking, so dressing the part helps a little bit.
That's awesome, dude. I'll let you go. We're in the middle of the grand finals right now.
Yeah,
we're about to see a second best of 7. So we're gonna head back, but any final shout outs you want to give? Any, say your channels and all your...
Oh, no. Jake Sucky on Twitter, but shouts to Juked. Love the boys over there, love what they're doing, and if you guys want more, leave some comments, reply.
All right, thanks, Jake.
Yeah.